Hey, Sean.
Howdy.
Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Hey, Ron. Good.
Good, good. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Got a full quorum here. We've got, there they are. Just I was about to give up on them. Great. Hi, guys. Welcome. Call the meeting to order. The first item of business are the minutes of the previous meeting of August 12th. They were in the packet that was included. Any questions or comments with respect to them? Seeing or hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve them.
I'll move it.
It's been so moved.
I'll second.
Second,
Second. Any further questions or comments? Hearing, seeing none, all those in favor say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Pay requisition, Kim Jones.
Yeah. So we have payments to Anshin totaling $16,203.50. Payment to Bonchonik and King, $1,708. Payment to Buffalo Construction Consultants, $15,585.28. Payment to Shantrul Jensen Stark Associates, $261,631.50. Payment to Anthony Erdman, $18,077.13. Payment to LaBella
This meeting is
Associates,
being recorded.
$323,000. Payment to Lolly Construction Solutions, $150. Payment to
Can you
LaChase.
hear us, Kim?
Maybe we lost you, Kim.
Oh, can you hear me? I can hear you guys. Can you guys hear me?
The recording has stopped.
I can hear you, Kim.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Okay, so where did I leave off? Where you couldn't hear?
Labella.
Okay, payment to LaBella Associates.
This meeting is being recorded.
Oh, something keeps saying recording in progress.
Okay. Can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Payment to Lolly Construction Solutions for $150. Payment to LaChase for $2,392. Payment to Savin Engineers for $358,408.47. Payment to SWBR for $134,184.23. And lastly, a payment to Watts Architecture and Engineering for $98,341.30. Total payments for the month, $1,229,681.41. Any questions?
Questions? We'll take that as a submission on behalf of the committee. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further questions or comments? Seeing or hearing none, all those in favor say aye or raise your hand. Aye.
Aye.
Stands approved. Amendment number 2 to Buffalo Construction Consultants. Are you going to give us a little introduction to that? Happens?
Yes. This amendment is to add additional services to Buffalo Construction Consultants. If you remember, we came to the board for Part A of this amendment for pre-construction only. Since then, Terry, you've been working very closely with BCC and Tom Renato on reducing the cost. Would you just elaborate more?
Yeah, so we tortured them enough to get them to lower their price through negotiations. And for both, this is for the structural reinforcement, the post-tension system at the Edison project, along with the additional funds for the site work that were put into the project. So this would be the previous work that Pepin had mentioned, was just the pre-construction for the site. This adds the construction for the site and pre-construction and construction for the structural work, which is intermingled with the rest of the construction. So we've finally gotten them with staffing to what we feel is a reasonable number, and can recommend moving forward with this.
Yeah, and Chairman Richard wanted also to remind you that we had transferred funds from East High School to fund this project because the structural remediation was a very important component of Edison Tech. This does not affect the legislative extension right now. So whether this legislative extension is approved and signed by the governor or not, that work will continue. So BCC was retained for the construction administration part of it. In addition to supporting the structural engineer, will be working with the architect of record on that particular project. And later in our PM report, Rolly will give a more detailed presentation on where we are with Edison Tech.
Other questions or comments? Good news is means we're getting to the point where we can actually do this. We struggled mightily, as you remember, with respect to the design criteria for Edison Tech, with respect to the problems with respect to the structure itself. And this also means we're going ahead with the approved athletic fields, which is something they've been waiting for a long time. I'm looking at Jacob when I say that. So that's good news. It's good news that we're going to be able to do it. Questions or comments? Hearing or seeing none, then I'll entertain a motion to approve the amendment as submitted.
So
Make a
moved.
motion.
It's been moved. We have a second.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Further comments or questions? Hearing or seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Raise your hand. Stands approved. Okay, that gets us through the action items for today and with the ICO report.
Good afternoon. So the data for July 2025 as of August 27th of this year, we've received 100% of the records that are required for to be submitted for everything that we've had on it. So when we look at the hours worked, we're up to a total of 39,491 total hours worked. So the breakdown of that is there were just under 2,800 hours worked during the month of July. Minority hours worked 1,010 hours. Non-minority women 626. Non-minority male 1,162 for a total of 2,799. Comparing our goals overall, when we look at the workforce and we compare traditionally minority, both male and female, against a goal of 23%, we had 41.5%. Women, non-minority only, 7%, a goal of 7%, and we were at 12.62%. And if we look at that slightly different and comparing the overall hours worked with female participation, looking at the analysis, minority, male only, if you take a goal of 23%, we're at 28.17. Women, both non-minority and minority, a goal of 7, and we're at 24.57. Our business participation on contracts awarded so far, we have contract value awarded so far of $68,346,273. We have a total across all categories of just over 47% of that, and the breakdown is as follows. MBE, we have a goal of 18, we're at 33.48. WBE, we have a goal of 12, and we're currently at 7.57. Our SBE, we have a goal of 2, and we're at 2.11. Our DBE, we have a goal of 2, and we're at 3.85. Based on contract values of just over 68 million. Although the project does not have a City of Rochester residency requirement, we do track that. There are currently 14 residents of the City of Rochester that were active working during the month, which is just over 20% of the workforce is from the city proper. And there's a total of 69 employees that were working during the month of July. Last month at the meeting, we were asked about the BOP program. And just want to let you know, just without starting construction, we currently have 4 BOP graduates working on the program. Flood and Flood, CNC, LaLue.
I'm sorry, I think we lost audio.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, if I can hear you. Can you hear them?
No.
I can't hear them either.
Yeah.
I
Sean, did you lose
I-
them?
I can't hear them either. I can hear you, but
Okay.
Yeah, we hear each other, but we lost the feed we've actually lost the connection.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's funny. Their board screen is still up. Wonder if we have to get back in again.
Well, I'm looking at the participant list and it has I've never seen this before, a flashing little red dot, which
Ooh.
would indicate like a severed connection or something.
So they're asking, oh no, that's, since you can't hear anything.
You can't hear it, yeah.
Hmm.
Did we lost the video feed too, right? I
Yeah.
don't see it. Yeah.
Okay, now it sounds like I can hear them faintly.
The recording has stopped.
So that's interesting. Kimberly sent a chat, a message, which means that there's still some communication.
Yeah,
with Zoom.
I sent a text and they're saying that Kim is trying to adjust it.
okay, thank you.
Okay.
Well, there we go. You guys here now?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Apologize, we had a little interference there.
Have we all, Bob?
Anybody on the line want to have a comment or say anything that we cut you off from?
Yeah, I think we missed the end of the BOC participants.
Yeah, Brian, I think you mentioned there were four. I think the first one I heard was flood and flood, and I think that was it.
How about you? Can you hear us now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay,
Why don't you give us the end of the presentation again?
sure. So the, on the BOP program from phase two, there were 111 graduates of that program. And there's currently 4 of those graduates currently working on phase 3 for the program. And those are flood and flood photography. C&C have given us the database for all of the BOP participants. So we'll be able to update the board on an ongoing basis how those graduates are doing in phase 3.
Thank you.
Okay. That gets us to the fund balance report and the other financial report. Kim?
Thank you, Chairman Richards. We are tracking again the budgets for the fiscal year 24-25 for the RJSCB. These are budgets for entities that are paid directly by the board. And we are currently under budget for all of those vendors. We haven't yet had the audit or paid for our lolly. The lolly comes up again in February, so we're good for the year. But these are tracking quite well, but it's still obviously pretty early in the fiscal year. For the fund balance report, we have gone through the sale of the van, and this now reflects those dollars versus the RCSD loan. So the disbursement was on July 31st. The ban funds were $15,775,549.56. The account balance reflects the residual funds from the loan, which were approximately $950,000, plus the AG funds, which we'll see on the chart below. So the phase 3 account balance of $17,061,497.30. When we subtract the current pay requisition total, it leaves a balance of $15,831,815.89. Expended to date is $14,923,338. This RJSCB held funds reflects the AG money that we received for $330,648. There's been no change, no expenditures there. The RJSCB only expenses reflect the audit and the insurance funds. So that remains at $17,986. The changes come into the RSMP admin expenses, which are the vendors that are reflected on the previous chart, which would be Savin Engineers, Anshin, and BSK. That is $7,056,000 or 17% of the budget. And the RSMP construction costs, which are currently only soft costs, are at $7,848,930, which is 2% of the budget of $439,342,158.
Okay, thank you. Pepin, you want to say anything about the overall project budget that's in the packet?
Sure. This document is a summary that tracks our expenditures versus the budget. And it's a summary of a larger document from our financial software that the PM team and the district reconcile on a regular basis to make sure we are not over budget in any of the projects and the vendors are looked at carefully. So right now, each of the 6 projects are listed here. The hard construction costs total $348,416,359. There are no hard costs expended to date because construction has not started yet. So you'll see 0% completion at the bottom of the construction area. As far as incidentals, we are spending money on design consultants, construction managers, program management, and other incidental expenses such as general administrative costs for the board, and also insurance expenses. There are also legal expenses listed as part of the incidentals. There are no survey testing costs yet. Those are rolled up into the design costs for now, and there was no site purchase. So the total incidental soft cost for the program is $126,583,641. Of that amount, for the past 2 years plus, $14,923,338 have been expended, processed to date, and we have a balance to finish of $111,660,303, which translates into 11.79% of the incidentals. As far as an overall, the program is 3.14% completed, and we still have 96.86% to go.
Questions or comments? Seeing here none, let's move right on to the program manager's report. Evan?
The cost summary was presented. As far as a financial update, that was provided by Mrs. Jones and Ms. Mitchell. The Senate bill with the companion bill extending the program to 2033 with 125 million additional monies are still waiting for the governor's final approval so we can redo the cash flow updates. We already started, but we're waiting for this approval before we can finalize the long-term financing cash flows and aid versus local share model that I'm working with the financial advisors, Regency and Wells Fargo as bond underwriter on. The revised plan will obviously need approval from this board, the joint board, and also the Board of Ed before submission to SCD and the state controllers. As far as the schedule for long-term debt issuance, we are waiting again for the amendment to get that plan revised. A COMIDA application is in preparation to refund the outstanding bond that are nearing maturity. But until we have the governor's approval on the refunding legislation, we can't really complete the application. But we're in touch with COMIDA and Kim, myself, and Regency of Financial Market Advisors are working on this application. As far as SCD submission dates, until we have the meeting on September 11th, there is no update. The FPFMP attestation form was reviewed by the board chair, Mr. Richards, and he provided comments to the district's leadership and the board's leadership for review. And there are some additional comments that he wants me to incorporate, which I'll do at the end of the day and recirculate that memo. As far as the design updates, I'll ask Rolly to kind of go through the projects very quickly and give us an update on where we are.
Thank you, Pepin. MLK, we are in the midst of a few soft and safe cleanup aspects, such as the revised swing space concept. The AE is doing additional field work, investigations of existing conditions and the like. Wilson is similarly going through a revised swing space concept, and we're cleaning up the SED required paperwork like monitoring the ISR signature process. So that we keep our eye on. Padilla, we are wrapping up the preliminary submission package pending Thursday's upcoming meeting with SED. We are starting the logistics for further revision to keep that school fully occupied. And Edison, the preliminary submission is pretty well under control, and we're taking a deep dive, if you will, into the construction logistics of how you keep that building fully occupied and do the major structural reconstruction that Pepin alluded to earlier. What areas of the building can we free up at a given time, et cetera. So again, we're doing preparatory work in that regard. Douglas, we are pedaling as fast as we can to expedite that preliminary submission to SED by updating the strategic plan in terms of enrollment and more detailed costing information. We are working around, obviously, the district's obligations with their primary job of opening schools. So in those regards, we are staying flexible. East, the preliminary submission is essentially a major roof replacement job. It's moving along, and it's not going to be the driver. Douglas will be. Overall, we have assembled a complete sample SED paperwork submission package of all the required forms that is under review by the chair as well as the district. So in those regards, we're trying to be certain that we are prepared to move forward as quickly as we can. And I think we should make mention that there is a demographic school by school update underway. We're expecting to have, per SED's request, we're expecting to have those results early in November. So that's hopefully a whirlwind, but understandable status of the projects at this time.
Oh, and obviously next, we can't really give a schedule updates similar to what.
See, that's what you get an engineer, you know, can't turn that thing off.
Wouldn't go to message. So Terry O'Conte would normally give the board an update on where we are on the overall schedule for each of the projects. But until we have this meeting on the 11th, we really don't have a good update for you. We'd rather be more prepared and knowing what direction the state would like us to take, and we'll update the board accordingly next month.
Anything else?
That's about it.
Questions for Pepin? Or Rolly, anybody about Pepin? Other items to come before the board? Seeing, yes.
I just wanted to just acknowledge and welcome Mr. Robert McDowell, our new Chief Financial Officer for the district. I don't know if you wanted to say a few words or not, but certainly very fortunate to have him on board. Started September 3rd and certainly has been taking care of business since he's been here. A lot going on, especially, just with start of school. But certainly just came into the mix, and certainly we welcome him officially to the actual board itself too, with a letter soon. Just wanted to welcome him and kind of introduce him to everyone that's here today. So welcome, Mr. McDowell.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. I was trying to hide over here, but obviously that didn't happen. So
I should have introduced you in the beginning. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, we still love you. When it's all said and done, I'm excited to be here in regards to this particular part of the project, because this really helps our kids and it gives them a level playing ground. So my whole goal will be to push and expand and do everything we can to utilize as much of the funds that we can to make our schools the best in this region. So please don't take it personally. That's what I'll definitely be striving to do. So I know many of you here, so that'll be fun to hang out and reacquaint myself with you, and do everything we can to make school better for our kids. So thanks.
Welcome. It's good to have you.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Other questions, comments? Hey, Sean, did you notice the loan got paid back? You can breathe easily now?
Oh, I knew you were good for it, Tom.
Yeah. Okay, folks, we'll stand adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Great.
So you want me to do?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Someone else can do it.
No, it's probably easier.